Gary, include your audio.
It is.
Who the fuck is Gary?
Gary
My
Sanchez.
name's Gary Jacobs, okay?
No, okay. We're just gonna cut this. I'm letting people join, trying to see if it's fucking live yet.
Nobody's editing this.
Gumbo is.
Where is it at?
Oh, so he speaks for you, Gumbo.
No, I just spoke for me.
Alright, shh.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever episode of the Ted Dickens Show. I am your host, the one and only, the legendary Ted Dickens. Of course, you can hear me on NGW once a week, which I will be streaming tomorrow. The home, the fucking
Go home?
yes, thank
Developmental
you.
brand.
The Go Home
no.
Show. I'm still developing my commentating skills. I'm not as good as Dashing Yuri, but I'm getting there.
Or Gumble Song.
And I am with my graphics guy, Garen Jones, who
My name's Gary Jacobs.
fun fact, actually works on logos for quite a bit of the CMV superstars, including Schmitty and Reese Matthews. You know, just to name a few. Very, very talented guy. Just had to give him a shout out here. And then to my right is the new United States champion. I am not going to be biased in the stream, by the way, folks. The new United States champion, Xander Slate.
I guess I'm here.
Pissed me off, but anyways, Xander Slate is here, folks, and I have some questions for him. It's going to be a great interview. It's going to be a great show. We're going to recap the homecoming show, and basically, you know, it's basically just a podcast. You know, just a bunch of guys talking. You know, talking about the CMV, the show that we all love. Just. You know, just something to pass some time, you know, because Dashing's going to take about a week off. You know, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, and then Friday should be Checkpoint Miami. So, you know, on my side of things, it should be a pretty cool week. And I don't know if Cop's alive yet. But anyways, let's get right to the interview. Xander Slate. You just closed the chapter to a historic bout with Schmitty, finally ending your 2-year dry spell. How you feeling?
Well, I feel pretty good considering I just beat your boy's ass live on pay-per-view to cap off an amazing year for Xander Slate.
Indeed you did. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I was a bit disappointed, but I got to give you props where it's due. You know, I know for a fact that my boy's not an easy guy to put down, but you managed to do it.
Yes, I did. That's true. Hashtag confirmed. I pushed him off that ladder and he fell. And I hope he never gets back up.
See, okay, now you're getting a little personal. But, you know, like I said, I'm not going to be biased. As much as I might want to be, you know, that me and you aren't really on good terms. But I'm trying to keep things professional, you know. Of course, I maced you at Schmitty's wedding that you crashed. You know, so there's always that, but you agreed to let bygones be bygones.
My left eye has never been able to close the same.
Okay, I see you're still a little tired. You know, homecoming was just a few hours ago. Maybe you had time to rest. But
well, I'd much rather be out partying right now, but I'm being made to come do this shitty podcast. So
yeah, okay. See, you're still a little sour about
Partying with your mom?
You tap out. About a month
Who is
ago,
this guy?
That's Garen Jones. I told you, that's Garen Jones.
The
He's a very
graphics
you better
cool
tell him
guy,
to
you
shut
know.
his mouth before I fucking shut it for him.
All right, now I'm not sure. All right, here we go. Now that you're United States champion, what's next for Xander Slate? Who do you think deserves a shot at that belt, if anyone?
Nobody deserves a shot at my United States Championship. That's the fact of the matter. What's next for Xander Slate? Next is winning the Royal Rumble match and going on the main event ascendance where I belong. But more than that, I can tell you right here, right now, Mr. Ted Dickens, that Johnny Sampson has let me know that I'm going to be into Monday Night Fusion. Next Monday Night Fusion's 10-man over the top rope battle royal. And I'm going to win that. And then I'm going to go on to Absolution. And I'm going to beat that phony champion, Chris Andrews. I'm going to break his ribs, unlike Reese Matthews. And I'm going to walk out the undisputed champion. Double champion. That sounds good, doesn't it? Undisputed championship on one shoulder. United States. Shut this guy up. I don't want to hear him one more time. I swear to God.
Dude, shut
over
up.
There in the corner.
That's Razor
over there in the
Windu.
corner right now.
Razor Windu is in the corner, folks. He's just watching. You know, he's waiting on Xander Slate. I guess they're going to Taco Night, something like that. Maybe celebrate Xander's big win. But that's a lot of bold claims. You know, that CMV is all about superstars coming out, making big, bold claims, and a lot of them can back it up. And when they can, man, the ego, and the confidence, the fucking cockiness in these superstars when they get on the mics, you know, including Jay Davis and, you know, my boy Schmitty, you, Xander Slate, even Reese Matthews in the past, you know, everyone, you know, they just...
Hang on. Let me stop you right there. Did you just say Jay Davis and my name in the same sentence? Did you just compare Jay Davis to me? Because if you did, then you're dead wrong. Nobody is as good as Xander Slate, not even Schmitty.
I mentioned other guys in that. Like, you didn't even say anything about Reese
I don't care.
Matthews.
You don't mention anybody else in the same breath as me.
Everyone always Xander Slate versus Schmitty. Xander Slate versus Schmitty. You didn't have a fucking problem
Stop
with people
saying
mentioning
Schmitty's
that?
name right now.
I have to say Schmitty's name. I have to say Schmitty's name once
Say
every
Schmitty one
minute
more
or I'll
time.
die. Schmitty. I have to.
Oh, you better watch
I
yourself.
have a
You better not
Heart
go to the
Schmitty
parking lot
tattoo.
alone.
Well, I'm not gonna. James and Desolation's gonna have my back now. I'm texting him. But, you know.
Oh, you better.
Now, on a side note, since you did mention the, who the fuck? Why is Tim calling me?
Is that Schmitty? If that's Schmitty, you better answer it. I got something to say to him.
And I got a call from who is this? Who? Hello?
Someone prank call. Oh, you know what? I just butt dialed you.
Can you get the
That was me. My bad. I butt dialed you. That's
I was hearing my own voice in the
apologize.
playback, so. Alright, as I was saying though, you know, Greg Hallister has blessed me with some information. The show after Checkpoint Miami, we will host a 10-man battle royale, you know, similar to the one that's going to be on Fusion. And the winner of that battle royale will be able to take place and participate in the Royal Rumble match for Fusion and Genesis.
Ugh.
That is big news. And that brings me on
That's
to my
disgusting.
next question. I don't know if you watch New Generation Wrestling, but if you do, is there anybody that you have your... I mean, look.
To watch some scrub
I
kiddos
figured you would. You're
get
a
out in some
veteran.
shitty
You
matches.
are a veteran of the sport. You
The
should
only
scout
thing
the
that matters
future
to
talent
Xander
that may
Slate
take
is
you
Xander
on.
Slate. No, I don't watch shitty NGW, okay? I don't watch anybody matches but my own. As soon as I win, I go to the back, I watch my match, and I see just how good I was in the ring. I don't care about NGW. I don't
Then how
care
can
about
you
this
possibly
guy who's going to get a spot in the
prepare
Royal Rumble.
for anybody
Don't
else?
interrupt me.
It's my
Interrupt me
show.
one more
This is
time
the Ted
to find out
Dickens
what
Show,
the fuck
bud.
happens.
I
You
call
are
the
pissing me the
shots
fuck
on
off.
my show. You're pissing me off. You're trashing Schmitty, and now you're trashing NGW. That's bullshit.
you were
You
gonna
are
be
a veteran of
unbiased.
this sport. I'm biased
I
now.
thought
You
you were
pissed
gonna
me
be
off,
unbiased.
and you kept sighing. If you want to go fucking celebrate with Taco now,
I don't
Razor
wanna be
Windu, you
here.
can go blow up Taco Bell. I don't care.
I'm
This
the
is my
champion.
show.
I have obligations to the company.
All right. How about this?
All right, I'm
How
getting
about,
paid
here's another
big money
question.
to be here right
What
now.
are you gonna do when you end up losing that title because you have your sights set on something else?
Nobody's
The
gonna
Royal
take this
Rumble. You have a
championship
United
from me.
States
Not
championship.
Schmitty. Nobody on Monday Night Fusion can match Xander Slate, and that's just a fact. Who do you think can take this championship from me? Who's worthy of challenging Xander Slate? What, maybe that fluke Reese Matthews who didn't deserve the world championship in the first place? Maybe he'll drop down. He could come down to my level, and I'll whoop that ass. I'll send over the Rising Star Championship.
I know I'm I'm biased all the time, and I know Schmitty has his own opinions too, but I have my own opinions being a color commentator on NGW, and I will tell you right now, Reese Matthews is no fluke. He took how many finishers and signatures that put people down all the time for Pontivide and still walked out with the undisputed championship.
Blew it in his first
what happened to
event.
you
He
when you
lost
faced
the
Justin
title.
Sane, huh? You faced Justin Sane how many times this season?
Oh,
and
what
you
happened?
lost.
Schmitty
You
stole the title
lost.
from me.
Schmitty
He got
didn't even
pinned.
have the
That's
title.
what happened.
Are you kidding me? You threw a fit. You crashed the man's wedding. And what happened after that? You tossed him off a ladder. You never pinned him. You never made him submit. As far as I'm concerned, you never beat Schmitty for the title. Why is he calling me?
Oh, that's not me this time.
What?
I got my phone on the desk.
Hello? Who is this?
Wait, Tim?
Dashing sounds exactly like Seth Rollins.
Tim.
Maybe my James. Don't let him kill his voice. Whatever reason.
Where's Dashing? Dashing's not even here.
Yeah, I have
What
no
is this guy
idea who that
talking
was.
about?
It's
Who
some
is
guy
this?
that got my number off Twitter. They've been leaking it all day. It's pissing me off.
Crazy
I'm getting all these
fan.
random calls. Yes, from crazy fans. One guy told me that he's going to kill Schmitty. I had to, get a support team,
That was me.
security guard. Yeah. Why? Why would you do that? It's scaring us all day. Laura Sampson is terrified.
Because I can do whatever I want. I'm Xander
That
Slate.
is
That's why.
bullshit. You think that your shit don't stink? You got lucky tonight. You know what? Screw that. I'm not going to be biased. I'm the same
I
old
got
Ted
lucky.
Dickens I've always
I'm pretty
been.
sure I tapped out
Got
Schmitty
lucky.
on 3 separate occasions.
But did you tap him out to win the championship? No, you did not. You
no, I
pushed
pushed him off a ladder.
You pushed him off of a ladder. All right. Schmitty is not even beat up about that. I actually talked to him about an hour ago, and he was fine. He's going bowling with trauma.
I hope he loses.
See, what is with this competitive streak of yours? Like, first off, you're not smart.
Do you
and
have
wise
another
enough.
question
You
for
want
me or not?
Hold on.
Why
yeah,
am
got
I
another
here?
question for you.
Are you going to ask me questions or are you going to be a little bitch?
You're asking me a question. Why are you here? Because I thought it would be wise to get into the mind and listen
I know why
to what
I'm
you
here.
had to
I'm
say.
being paid
The new United
by
States
Johnny
champion.
Sampson to be here right now.
Exactly, you're being
That's
paid
why I'm here.
by Johnny Sampson. And
So why don't you
that's
ask
cool
questions
that you're
for
going to be
your
in that
job?
10-man battle royale, but I can confirm right now Schmitty's also going to be in that 10-man battle royale. What are you going to
Good,
do when he
now throw
throws
him
you
over
over
the
the
top
top rope? No, what are you going to do when he throws you over the top rope?
Fat chance. Just like you threw me off that ladder, huh? Do you have another
All right.
question or not?
Yes, I do. Look at my little notes here. Now, aside from your match, which I already know you're going to be a dick about this, but try to just act
If you're
like
about to ask me which, hang on, let me do this for you because you're so original. Which match besides my own did I like the most at Homecoming? Here's your answer. None. I told you before, I don't watch any other match but my own. You know what my favorite match was? It was my match because I went back immediately afterwards and I watched it again. I watched it time and time again how I pushed Schmitty off the top of the ladder, and I grabbed that title down and the fans cheered my name. That's the match that I watched. I don't care about any of the other matches. I don't care. You know what? Actually, I take that back. I found it real funny when Chris Andrews just drove Reese's jaw right down to his shoulder and pinned him 1, 2, 3, proving once and for all that he's a fluke champion and he never deserved a championship. That was my favorite matchup besides my own. I gotta say that. I'll give that little shout out to Andrews there. He made my night even better.
So you're just speaking for me. So is this the Xander Slate show, or is this a fucking Ted
get
Dickens
original.
show? I had a different
Try being
question,
original.
and you just put words in my mouth. I don't appreciate that. That's rude and disrespectful. Now on to my actual question. You mentioned that you're going to go into the Royal Rumble and you're going to go ahead and you're going to headline. You're going to headline Ascendance and get that Undisputed Championship. Now here's a legit question. What are you going to do if you're not even in the Royal Rumble match? You don't necessarily have a pull on Fusion, you know. You don't. Johnny Sampson doesn't necessarily like you.
Well,
Schmitty
I probably
doesn't
won't
like
be in the Royal
you.
Rumble because, like I
Laura
said, I'm going to be in
Simpson
that
doesn't
Battle
like
Royal
you.
on the next one. Oh, my God. Keep interrupting me,
You
kid, and find out
trashed
what
his
happens.
daughter's wedding, and you think you have a pull on that show. Get real.
I already told you I'm in the Battle Royal in the next Fusion. I'm going to win that, so I'm not going to have to be in the Royal Rumble because Absolution itself, I'm going to win the championship, and then I'll go on to Main Event Ascendance.
You know what? Okay, Xander Slate.
I know,
Thank you for your
Razor.
time.
Are you kidding? That's all the questions you have for me? You have the biggest star.
You've been
on Monday Night Fusion
impatient
on your show.
this
You
entire
asked me three of the
time.
most
If I ask you
generic
another
that
question,
there are.
you're just going to go off and you're going to
Whatever.
piss me off.
This
And I
wasn't
got a
worth the
temper. You know I
$5.
got a temper because when you crashed that wedding, I enjoyed spraying you in the eye with that pepper spray.
I know.
Now,
you know what,
now,
Razor?
no, hold on. Now, I'm going to take questions from the audience. They are going to ask you questions, Mr. Slate.
Oh, great.
If you don't like my questions, you may like the questions of the people on Twitter.
Yeah,
Now,
sure.
If anybody has a question for Xander Slate, please tweet me now.
Too bad you're not going to get any tweets. You have me followers.
You got to give it a couple
Nobody
seconds,
cares
all right?
about you.
My Twitter feed is refreshing.
Can you believe this guy, Razor?
Razor has never talked. All right, he hasn't said a single word to you this
All right,
entire
Razor
time.
knows how to communicate with me, all right? We have a thing between one another. You wouldn't
Yeah, he's been
understand.
texting you the whole time.
True, Razor, true. I don't like the way that this fucking Garen guy over here is looking at me. He better not be here. If I'm ever on your show again, this guy better not be here.
Oh,
'cause
trust
he's
me, you're
pissing
never going
off.
to be on my show again. You're disrespecting my people.
Oh, well, thank the gods above.
We got a tweet from, and by the way, Garrett is the one choosing these tweets. Thank you for pulling this one up.
I don't
We got
care.
a tweet from Xander is a bitch. How did it feel to be in the presence of a god, Schmitty?
This is real funny. Typical Twitter trolls. You know, I get this all the time on my Twitter feed. You guys think you're all real funny, but all you're going to get is blocked, all right? Challenge Xander Slate, step up. You'll get blocked real quick, kid. I don't care. I don't have time for you Twitter trolls. Get out of here. Get lost. Go lose your virginity. This guy, Xander. Fucking, what's his handle?
His handle is
I don't care
Xander
what his
is
handle
a
is,
bitch.
'cause
Who
he
are you,
doesn't
The
matter.
Rock now? And you're telling me that I'm not original? You're not original.
You got another one, or is that
yes,
it?
I got another one. I got another one from Jimmy Boy here, and it's not going to show up on the thing. I'm making it up. Back in kayfabe real quick. All right. Jimmy Boy asks,
Real professional.
how can you compare your relationship with JBL with Schmitty's relationship with Laura? There's no similarities.
JBL? I
Yes,
haven't
in a
seen
promo,
JBL in nearly 3
a
years.
couple months ago, you said that Schmitty stole all your ideas. You did it first with this whole Schmitty, Laura Sampson.
Who asked this question? Who is this guy?
Jimmy Boy. See, you're speechless now. You're full of shit.
I don't even know what this kid's talking about, all right? You can get lost. Jimmy
we
Boy.
got another tweet, but why'd you pick this one, Gary? We got another tweet by Xander Slate Goat. When will you tap out
Yeah,
Schmitty?
there you go.
When
There
will
you go.
he
See,
tap
that's
out
that's
Schmitty?
one of my
When will
true
he
fans.
tap
That's
out
one of my
Schmitty?
that's a real.
That's
a
you.
real Twitter
I'm
fan.
looking on your.
That's
I'm looking on your
what are you
phone right
talking
now.
about?
That's you.
What are you talking about? I don't even have my
Yeah,
phone right now. It's on the
it's
table
pulled
right
up
there.
still.
He's just trying to lie to you all. He's just trying to lie to you all. Don't listen to him. That's one of my faithful followers. That's one of the
Then we
actual
gotta-
intelligent
and then we
members
gotta-
of the CMB universe right
Can
there.
you please be
and
quiet?
by the
This
way,
is
let
the
me
Ted
answer it.
Dickens
Let
Show.
me
This
answer
isn't
it. The next time he dares to step in the ring with me, that's what I'm going to tap him out.
So what? You're gonna tap him out in a battle royale? That makes no sense. Why would you do
I
that?
will.
Just get picked
Yeah,
up and thrown over the top
I will make
rope.
him tap out in the battle royal.
I got a question for you. And this is a very serious question.
Oh,
All right.
wow, great. I bet it's really original.
You tagged with Travis King. But what if Travis King turns his back on you, takes that United States Championship from you,
What kind of question
and proves
is this?
to
Me
be
and Travis King
better
aren't friends.
than you? I never said you're
right.
friends. I said you tagged with him. I said
You said
that
turned
he,
on me. How is he going to turn on me if we're not friends? We're not
Okay,
partners.
you guys were
We're not
once
buddies.
partners.
We teamed
You were
once.
once partners.
We teamed one time. You know why? Because I wasn't booked that night. I was just walking backstage, about to go home, and Johnny Sampson walked up to me and he said, "Hey, you want to kick Schmitty's ass?" I said, "Hell yeah!" So he put me in that match. I don't care about Travis King. I don't care about if he's undefeated. He's not coming
Johnny
for my
Sampson said
championship.
that?
He's got
Hold on,
bigger.
hold
He
on,
can go do whatever he
hold
wants to do.
on. What did Johnny Sampson say?
You don't have to worry about what Johnny Sampson said, okay?
You
Why don't you
just
just
said
do your
that
job
Johnny
and
Sampson
get another
asked
Twitter
you if you
question
wanted
from
to
me.
beat Schmitty's ass. I'll have you know, Johnny Sampson and Schmitty are on the same page.
Yeah, I bet you would like. I bet you would like Schmitty to believe that, huh? Too bad it's
Yeah.
not true.
Well, that's a discussion for later. We got a tweet from the fallen John Reed. It's not really a question, but he
John,
just wants to say,
God, this guy's
Xander,
great.
congrats. See, showing his respects. Of course, you're gonna
Look
be a
at
dick
this
about
guy.
it. So go ahead and say
John
something
Reed's
stupid.
just mooching up. He's just mooching off of my success because he failed at homecoming. He had a bonus match. The fans voted him, and he failed the fans. They gave him an opportunity, and he lost to Caden Kinra. Who the fuck is Caden Kinra? Why is he back? I don't know. But John Reed lost. He's congratulating me. Get lost, John Reed. This schmuck from Genesis. I don't care about this guy. Don't congratulate me. I don't need your congratulations. Get out of here, this fucking guy.
Okay, we got a tweet
Congratulations. Fucking
from...
idiot.
You have to say congrats. Get it right. And then we
I
got a
don't care,
tweet
you
from
know.
Josh Wolf, CMV. He says, this show is just a shouting
Oh, wow,
contest, isn't
great.
it? It's only a shouting contest because
Oh,
this guy's
fantastic.
an egomaniac.
Who? Wait a minute. Josh Wolf, isn't he that Rising Star champion? That title that means literally nothing. Who is this guy?
I do
Shouting
agree.
match, all right?
It's actually not a very good idea for a title, but nonetheless, the
Josh
guy's a
Wolf.
champion, and he's showing. I mean, I guess he might be showing respect to you. I don't know, but you're not gonna show respect back to
What?
him. He
How
won
does
his
that
title
show
back.
respect to me?
I said,
How
I
is that
guess.
respect
Josh
at
Wolf is
all
a
to
nice
me?
guy. Unlike you, you're a dick.
I don't care about Josh Wolf.
Okay,
Josh
but
Wolf
what are you
is
gonna-
beneath me. I don't care about those beneath me.
So this is your the way you live life. You just walk. Someone says, "Hey, how you doing?" You're just gonna tell them to go fuck themselves. That's no way to live life.
Nobody's worthy of my time. That's just a matter of fact. That's it right there. Nobody's
Are you
worth my
married?
time unless I deem them worthy. No, I'm not married.
I see why. All right, now we got a tweet from.
Yeah, I know you're
Jacking
married to
off.
Schmitty's fucking cock.
Ooh,
Well, you're
that's a
married
good
to.
one. I've never heard that one before. Get original, kid. Now
Yeah,
we got
that's why
one
they
from
call you
Jacking
Dickens,
Off Jim. That's my last name. I can't help it. We got. Anyways, we got a tweet from Jacking Off Jim. Who do you want to decimate next?
Who do I want to decimate next? Well, how about all the other 9 unlucky superstars who are going to be in that battle royal with me? I think that would be nice. I'd like to get you in the ring, Ted. Maybe I'll decimate you next. You're lucky I'll reach over this table
mean,
right now and grab you by the fucking throat. You
We
little
both know
chicken
what happened
shit.
last time we were in a ring together. I dropped you like a sack of potatoes,
maybe
kid.
don't bring a can of pepper spray next time, you fucking pansy.
I mean, maybe you don't fucking trash somebody else's wedding, you disrespectful cunt.
How about you do not tell me what to do ever?
How about you don't tell me what to do? Garen, get him.
Oh, man. Garen, you better sit your ass down. Fucking come over at me even a little bit.
All right, Garen.
Fucking razor will rip your head off.
Do you have any questions for Mr. Xander Slate?
Who is this guy?
Not really.
I said 20
Yeah, of course he
times.
doesn't.
Shit,
You know
he's a
why?
free snack
You know
guy.
why? You know why he has nothing to say? Because he doesn't matter. He's in the presence of greatness and he doesn't know how to handle it. That's why he has no questions. He's starstruck. It's okay. It's okay, Garen. Now in the presence of greatness often I can see.
And we're getting another tweet from Josh Wolf. He says, I have respect
Oh
to
my
those
God.
with strength. I'll say I respect you a little bit, Slate.
This
See, he
fucking
respects
kid.
you a little bit. He respects you a tiny bit.
I
know
don't
how
care.
anybody can respect a
I don't
disrespectful
care.
punk like you. I don't know, honestly. What the? Is y'all's match not breaking kayfabe? Is y'all's match not over yet?
No.
No, it's not.
Mine's been over for like
Oh shit.
30 minutes.
What are you talking about right now?
I said breaking kayfabe. Now back
You're
in the
so
character.
unprofessional.
See, I actually won. All right, I had the choice. I could have had Schmitty on this show. I could have had Bryce Hurt on this show. I
Hang on,
could have
first,
had.
let me say something. Let me say something, please. Josh Wolf, don't you ever address me again, okay? You're not. Don't even say my name. Don't type my name. Don't even think about me. It just makes me cringe thinking about someone like you. Oh God, what kind of name is Wolf?
I mean, you remember Kendall Wolf? Let's see what that got him.
You're just
The
pissing
Wolf
me off
name.
more and
I don't know
more.
if they're related or not. Don't really have that confirmed. But
Do you try to be stupid? Because Kendall spelled his last name W-O-L-F-E. All right,
okay,
Josh is
but we're
W-O-L.
talking
Even
about
I know that.
pronouncing. It's both pronounced Wolf, you idiot. Yeah, you want to know
Anything
why
else?
you don't
Anybody
have,
else from the
hold on,
CM
hold on.
universe
You
want to
wanna know
ask
why
a question?
you don't have your own
really
show and I
intelligent.
do?
Anybody original out there?
Anybody original out there? I mean, Schmitty's out there somewhere.
Yeah, trying to stand back up after I fucking killed him in that ladder match. That's what he's trying to do right now.
Yeah, he'll stand at the end of the night on Fusion as the new #1 contender for the Undisputed Championship.
All right, if the rest of the show is just going to be you jerking off Schmitty while he's not even here, then I don't have to be here.
That's not even possible.
All right,
Yes,
you
you can
got
go ahead
anything
and
else?
leave because I got a show to recap.
Oh,
and I don't
wow.
need a biased punk
Praise
like
the
you.
gods above. Razor, it's taco night. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Bye-bye.
Garen. I swear to
Bye-bye.
God, look at me one more time. You little bitch. Fuck
Hey,
you,
don't talk
Ted.
to
Looking
Garen
at you
like
right
that.
now.
You go ahead and get out of here.
Garen?
Desolation. Desolation. Come
Razor,
on
you
in
better
here.
hold me back.
There's
Razor,
Desolation.
you better hold me
There's
back.
Desolation. You
Razor,
can go ahead
hold me
and
back.
escort Razor Windu and Xander Slate
Get
out
off
of this
me.
room.
Oh, look at these two guys that I tapped out at cause and effect. Wow, big and tough. Don't touch me.
Oh, you mean
Let's go,
the
Razor.
tag
Let's get
team
outta here.
champions? Bye-bye.
I'm leaving.
Bye.
I'm
Bye,
leaving.
Felicia.
Goodbye.
Bye. And that was Xander Slate, ladies and gentlemen, the United States champion. I am sad to say that's the guy that beat Schmitty tonight on Checkpoint. Checkpoint was such a great show. Let's recap it, would we? Shall we? Not would we? All right, we started things off with a bonus match. Caden Kenra versus... Who was it, Gumble?
I don't know who Gumble is.
Okay. Who was it? Garen?
I have no idea.
Alright, we'll just skip the bonus match then. I don't give a
Hey,
fuck.
what's up, guys? This is
Why didn't you just come back as Dashing, you idiot?
Yeah, just come back as Dashing. Why would you come back as a different character?
Okay, this is wrong room. I'm sorry.
What the fuck is this guy?
Hey, what's up, guys? Dashing here. Just coming in. I was
Dashing
resting my voice.
Never thought I'd be glad to
Hey,
see
how
you.
you
Xander
doing?
Slate
Oh,
is just
God.
in here.
You
He's an
suck.
asshole. No. We're not enemies tonight, alright? I actually need an actual intelligent, non-biased human being like myself to recap the show that you just spent hours commentating on, which, by the way, solid A+ commentating. It was a great show.
Wow, thanks a whole lot.
Hey, I just gotta respect,
appreciate
the
that.
voice for Fusion and Genesis. Alright, let's get on to things. I actually did not watch this one because I was still, traveling to the arena. But Caden Kenra, who did he face?
The Fallen Angel, John Reed.
Fallen Angel, John Reed. You know what? That's right. Xander Slate said he lost that match.
He did.
The Battle Beast. See, the Battle Beast is a very impressive wrestler. You know, I seen the match that he had with Bob Luger. He conquered Deadly Games, but he could not conquer Bob Luger. And then the match they had after that special event was absolutely flawless. You know, so congrats to Caden Kendra for the big W here tonight. You know, still trying to stay relevant. Good match. Even though I didn't see it, but I heard good things about that bonus match at the beginning of the show, so I just had to mention it.
Who told you about it?
James actually. James actually watches all your shows from top to finish. And then we got Tyson Cage versus Sirachi. So what is it? Sirachi? Sarasi. Okay. So see, I'm used to NGW, so I'm not used to commentating all these stars. All right, so we got Tyson Cage versus Sarasi, two tag team partners going at it in the Cyborg Invitational. And I believe Tyson Cage got the W.
Tyson Cage did after a Kinshasa.
Inside, you see, we actually over on NGW, Vitor Belfort Jr. hits that move, and it's actually, he calls it the devastating knee strike. He's knocked out many men with that move. The devastating. Who are you? Xander Slate?
Knee strike.
You Xander Slate? Yeah, it is a knee strike.
He hits him with the shin.
No, he doesn't. It's a knee strike.
Oh, okay, but he does though.
No, he doesn't. I've been commentating the show.
All right,
for
you gotta
weeks.
move on, or else I'm gonna get real mad at you.
Why are you acting like Xander Slate? Wait, you look like Xander Slate.
What are you talking about?
You are Xander Slate.
Me and Xander Slate are very good friends, and I would appreciate if you didn't talk any sort of trash about him.
He was just sitting here trashing me the whole time.
I don't care.
I wasn't trying to be biased.
I didn't hear anything.
You wasn't even in here. Of course you didn't hear anything.
You're about to get in an argument, anyways, and you really need to not to.
What? This is the Ted Dickens Show, not the Dash and Yuri Show. Now, on to the next match. We got Pierre Thompson versus Kaiva, and honestly, I think that it was sort of one-sided because Pierre Thompson dominated Kaiva. Everyone had all these beliefs that Kaiva was just going to, clutch up like he did the last pay-per-view. It was going to be the same Kaiva.
Well, Pierre was injured,
but Kaiva choked. Kaiva choked. Let's be honest. Kaiva choked, and he lost his belt. But last time he choked and lost his belt, he ended up coming back
Pierre with a
pretty
minor
strong,
concussion, too.
He got a minor concussion? Well, he may have a good
Pierre
chance
had
of
a
getting
minor
that belt
concussion
back.
in that match.
So, I mean, I watched the match. I thought it was, I would say a solid 4.5 stars. No, 3.5. 3.5 stars. Now,
I wouldn't even give it that high.
Generous.
It was so dominant.
2.5.
That, it just wasn't really back and forth. Pierre kind of just whooped that ass,
Honestly, he did. Everyone thought, well, Hellish Hate is invited me to a game. But on to the next match. This match was very, very important in the career of Paul Devine because if he won this match, he would have been added to the main event, which would have probably had a lot different outcome if he was added to it. And not only did he lose that chance, tapping out to Brody Sampson, which honestly surprised me, but not only did he lose that chance, but he also lost the opportunity to be in the Royal Rumble. But, Johnny Sampson, you got to hand it to him. He was being a little generous and handed him the opportunity to compete in the 10-man, which now we know that is going to consist of 3 superstars already are confirmed for it. Xander Slate, my boy Schmitty,
I can give you I can give you a little spicy exclusive if you want here on your first show. How about the name of the other 7 competitors in that over the top rope battle royal match?
All right, go ahead.
So we've got Paul Devine confirmed. Xander just confirming himself. Schmitty is confirmed. We've also got the brand new Anarchy champion. Troy Myers is going to be in that matchup. We've got one half of Fatal Decision. Azriel is going to be in the match. We've got the very impressive baddest man in all the land, Dallas Chandler. We've also got, let me see who else is in there. I got to think. I don't have this written down right now. Johnny Sampson.
Travis King.
Told me over the phone. Travis King has an invitational match on the next Fusion. He is not in that with the top rope battle royal.
I'm a big fan of Travis King.
Which I believe the invitational superstars are not going to participate in the Royal Rumble. Am I right?
No, they are not. That is true. You are hashtag correct. Unless they've already finished their match. Like Sarasi could. Sarasi's finished with all of his invitational matches. So he could be in that. So that's 6. The former champion, the man who lost his title at Homecoming in the main event, Reese Matthews is going to be in there trying to get a shot back at his championship.
What? He doesn't get a rematch clause?
Number 8 is going. Don't take this up with me, all right? Johnny Sampson just gave me these names. So that's 8. Oh, who are the other 2?
Desolation, right?
Oh, God. No. Desolation's not in there. Oh, God. Oh, Shanaz Andoni, the former Anarchy champion.
Shanaz
Andoni. The number 1 Bubba is in there. And then
Crow.
Last but not least, no, Crow's not coming back till Absolution.
The other half of Fatal Decision?
No, Sean Kent actually has a big opportunity. He's going to go one-on-one with Chris Andrews on the next Fusion in a non-title match. Let me try to think who that last guy was. Oh man, I have such a bad memory. I gotta go to my texts with Johnny Sampson. Let's find out who this last name is. I got a lot of texts, you know. I'm a pretty popular guy, so I gotta sift through for a
Oh,
second.
while you do that, I'm gonna address something. A tweet from Paul Devine sometime after his match, and sometime after he was already confirmed for the 10-man battle royale, said that he's going to announce something. A big important announcement in his career will shake things up on Fusion. He said. So wonder what that is. You know, you can only speculate until Fusion, which I believe is going to be streamed sometime next week.
Yes, the 10th and final man is Lex Knight.
Lex Knight.
That's the 10. So that's the 10 names that'll be in that over the top rope battle royal on the Fallout Fusion, competing for a shot at the Undisputed Championship.
Garen, I am in a game with Hellish Hades.
Hellish who?
You're pissing me off.
God damn it, Garen.
I mean, Hellish Hades.
So Brody Sampson, he got the upset, made Paul Devine tap out, and I was there in the arena. And honestly, that was a booing sensation that you don't hear unless Schmidt.
I have not seen a bigger negative reaction from the CMV universe since Hayden won the Royal Rumble.
Yes, indeed. That was insane. People hated that. Brody Sampson was impressive, though, for sure. All right, now we're moving on to the Tag Team Championship match. Extreme Conditions failed to recapture their belts. You know, I believe I actually did not watch that match. I only heard about it.
It was pretty dominant fashion.
Recap that.
Matt Jefferson tapped out only a couple of minutes into Zach Cage, and then Cage and Blake just worked over Thunder for the next couple of minutes before finally eliminating him.
Okay. So it was pretty dominant. Cage and Blake still tag team champion. I've been tuning in, watching them a little bit. They are a very, very dynamic duo. You know, I think they brought together
they are, and I can actually.
Cole Savage.
Wait a minute, how about another spicy exclusive?
Oh, all these exclusives.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, I got the Dave Turner, the general manager of Genesis, hit me up via texting. He let me know he knew I was coming on the show. He let me know to announce to the City of Universe that Genesis is going to be hosting an 8-team tag team tournament to find the next challengers for the World Tag Team titles. And that starts this week, well, next week technically, on Friday Night Genesis.
Oh, Friday Night Genesis? Okay.
Indeed.
That's gonna 18. Didn't even know there's 18 tag teams.
Eight.
Oh, I was saying, I didn't know there's 18 tag teams. I was gonna say, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
That'd
be a bit much.
A preview of Corunt Plagnor.
What?
Guy I was telling you about.
I'm sorry? I'm not downloading that call.
Bro, we'll talk about it later. All right. Now, Gary, I haven't got your thoughts on any of these matches, and you know, I was hyping you as my boy. You're a graphics guy. You're always watching this shit, know who to make logos for, you know, what to edit, stuff like that. What did you think? What did you think of the matches that we've described so far? The Tag Team Championship, Brody Sampson versus Paul Devine, Pierre Thompson versus Kaiva, Tyson Cage versus Roger. Was you entertained?
I was, you know.
Yeah, I believe Homecoming was one of the best pay-per-views we've had.
Riveting
quite
stuff.
a bit.
I was gonna continue, but never mind.
There you go. Continue.
No, go on. I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay.
I mean, Xander Slay has kept on texting me since I came in here talking shit about you, but I think you're a nice guy.
Xander Slate did not like Garen. I don't know why. All right, on to the next match. Dallas Chandler versus Oliver Smith was nothing short of a brawl. I was very impressed by Dallas Chandler. What do you call him? The baddest man of all the land or something?
The baddest man in all the land.
There you go.
That's
Dallas
3
Chandler.
men he's now claimed with that iron claw.
Yes, indeed. Just going to be biased for a second. Yeah, I'm sure Schmitty could take him on, no problem, with his sleeper hold.
I'm
Make
sure
him
he could.
tap out like he made Xander Slate tap out.
Oh, but
don't
you
think he
see,
could.
there's the thing. Dallas Chandler doesn't make people tap out. Dallas Chandler makes people pass out. They don't have the chance to submit.
Okay. Fair enough. He'd probably make me pass out, so I'm not going to talk too much trash about him. Because I'm pretty sure when he returned, he attacked someone backstage. I don't want to be the next victim. But anyways, we got Josh Wolf taking on Sebastian Vachon or Vachon or Vachon. Vachon. See, I keep getting these wrong. It's pissing me off. But oh well. See, I actually got some hard names to pronounce on my show. We got this new guy, Tenel. But like his name is like a number, a symbol, and then EL. So when I was asking him, he actually got upset at me when I asked him how to pronounce his name and hung up on me and actually.
You know who does that to me?
Who?
Sarasi.
And
I heard that Kodaskate does the same thing to Cop as well.
Really? I also heard Brett Angel. Well, we all obviously know Brett Angel and fucking Dave Turner are having issues. You know, you're the one commentating that, so that's a good story. But sadly, you know, that story wasn't progressing on Homecoming. But all right, on to the next. I was talking about Josh Wolf versus Sebastian Vachon. That was a good match, but honestly, it was kind of quick paced. And Josh Wolf shocked the world and became a 2-time Rising Star champion. I guess Sebastian Vachon was a little too cocky in that bout. And lost sight of the task at hand. What you gotta say about that match?
Indeed, he did.
Sending me, I readied up.
I didn't see that.
I readied up.
I didn't catch that match.
We can break kayfabe sometimes, guys.
No.
It's all right. We're just trying to have fun.
Some professional you are.
What? You break kayfabe all the time. I'm pretty sure that Ralph isn't like actually in CMV, so.
I mean, are you gonna continue on, or are we just gonna keep talking about my dogs?
I was waiting on. We were only talking about your dog for like a minute. Please chill. I was waiting on you to recap that match.
Hang on, Ted Dickens. Let's see who just walked in on Big John Reed. Now that Xander Slate's left, John Reed's gonna come in. Now that it's safe.
John Reed.
Looks like we got the fallen angel.
The Ted Dickens Show, the best podcast in all the land. See, Dallas Chandler can't get mad at me for stealing. I like the little nickname, and I just wanted to spice it up, use it for my own. I like that.
There's that originality.
Best podcast. Shut up, man. All right, John Reed of the Hellfire Club. How are you doing? You know, it sucks that
not
you.
So good.
Yeah. I seen that you failed to put down Caden Kynra, the Battle Beast. But I will say you've taken Genesis by the balls with the Hellfire Club, bringing in that fucking dark specimen Afterlife. Yes, Randy Borton and Afterlife. We'll get to that in just a second.
Dark specimen.
I thought that was clever. I thought Dark Specimen was clever. I don't know why y'all are laughing like that. It's kind of pissing me off now. You're making fun of me, and it's pissing me off. This is my first fucking Ted Dickens show. You guys are pissing me off.
Oh,
Here, be professional.
Mr. Dashing. I know that
Yes.
you've been like saying on Genesis on where to find this black specimen. Well,
Oh no, he's black.
I thought it was dark.
dark, whatever. He is black anyways.
Gumble, chill. I mean, Garen.
I apologize. Continue.
So, I found him in the depths of Hell's Kitchen. He was beating up people dressed as Daredevil.
There's no
Yeah,
data.
I was about to say, was he fighting Daredevil?
Would he fit a Daredevil suit? I feel like that wouldn't fit him.
No, he was beating up people in Daredevil suits. Those
So
wannabe
he's beating up
superheroes like
Daredevil.
Super Gato. Yeah, basically. He's beating up people that want to be Super Gato.
So he's from
Oh,
New
man.
York.
And
I mean, him and Super Gato haven't faced yet, have they?
I don't know if he's from New York. I just know that I found him.
Hell's
in New York.
Kitchen is in New York.
He doesn't really smoke.
How'd you
okay.
find him? What, were you just walking past an alley and looked down there and saw him beating someone up?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
how did you start
Oh,
that
okay.
I
conversation?
want
Like, hey, do you want to wrestle?
Turner. Yeah, he just shook his
Did
head.
you
I
say,
like,
hey, do you want to wrestle with me? Was that how you got him on YouTube?
Oh,
Yeah,
man. All right.
hey, we want this. Hey, you want to wrestle? Get your ass over here. I'll tell you how to get wrestling.
Oh,
Grab
that's
me by the
He
throat.
didn't say anything.
He
he
didn't
grabbed
say
you by
anything. He
the
just grabbed
throat.
me by the throat, lifted me up, and he said, "Yeah." It's like, sweet.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good story. All right, on to Jay Davis versus Elijah Stewart, the ladder match of the evening, where we seen Elijah Stewart. What's the name of that movie hit? It was like a Uranagi.
Bloodline.
Sort of Bloodline. Hit Bloodline off of the ladder, which was amazing, I might add. And climbed the ladder, pulled down the briefcase, got himself a match for now Pierre Thompson's International Championship. What did you guys feel about that? What about you, John Reed? What do you feel about that? You know, of course, you're trying to get in contention for a title. What do you feel about? How do you feel about Elijah Stewart? You know, getting a shot over you.
Well, first, I feel that Kaiva deserves a rematch, and that he just lost it.
Oh yeah, that's
But-
right. Kaiva's in Hellfire Club, ain't he?
Yes, and I take care of my members. So,
I mean, y'all have only been a group for like 2
Dashing.
weeks.
so what?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I know Kaiva since he debuted.
And you're scarier than Xander
Okay,
Slate.
Xander Slate's pretty intimidating.
He is pretty intimidating, but
Should we talk
They
about what
flinched. Being
happened
surprised you didn't
after
agree
that
that-
match, though?
Threatened me.
Jay Davis
What?
involved in a pretty horrible car crash
Oh yeah, I
after
heard
the
about
show
that.
ended. Yeah, his
What,
car
was he?
busted into flames. I heard he was taken to a local medical facility. He's got burns all down his face and his chest. So hopefully, CMV hopes
That's what
him well.
gets.
Damn,
What?
that's pretty savage.
and your boy Xander Slate was
He didn't-
trashing him earlier tonight. You know, he has no.
I mean, I'm not
even gonna get
Xander.
on. I'm not even gonna get on. Okay. I'm done. I'm done with that.
Don't make me
All
get
right.
him back in here.
He's probably gone. They went to
Dashing.
taco night.
Don't you
Eat
remember
tacos.
how? Don't you remember how Jay
Tacos.
quit the Hellfire Club,
Yeah.
and then he gets
I
caught
do.
and his car catches on fire?
Yeah, but you can't
wonder
wish
how
that
that
upon
happened.
anybody.
Wait a
man.
minute. Wait a minute. I don't
Wait
like
a
how you're.
minute.
All right, I think we should move
Hellfire
on before
Club.
someone
Car
incriminates
caught on
themselves.
fire.
I think we should move on before someone's incriminated.
This is the Ted Dickens Show, but yeah, I agree. All right, on to the next match. A very impressive match. I thought it was going to go either way. Sean Silva, leader of the Villainous Rise, taking on Bob Luger for the Alpha World Championship. A lot of times I thought Sean Silva had it, but Bob Luger, is what you call him, the work ethic titan. Kept throwing that shoulder up, and then finally, I think, what was it, a third Luger landing and got the victory. Or was it a Luger
It was
landing?
actually just a second.
Yeah,
This is the second. Oh no, it was
yeah, it was the
torture
torture
rack
rack. The torture rack neck breaker floated over, got the pin. Very, very impressive match. Sean Silva definitely has proven this past 2 months that he can hang with the big dogs. So that's good in his career. It sucks that he missed out on his. I'm not gonna say one and only chance, but his first chance at a world title. I'm sure he's gonna have something to say about that on Genesis. What would you think about that match, John Reed? Obviously, being a leader of the Hellfire Club, being a longtime member of Genesis, you have your eyes set on that ultimate prize. So what do you feel about Bob Luger once again successfully defending and walking out as Alpha World Champion?
I'm glad that he walked out champion because he's beat everyone on Genesis except me. I beat him. I'm the only person that beat
that's
him,
right.
and
I
he has
forgot.
not gotten a pinfall over me. And
Yeah,
I've impressed
I
him so
forgot.
much by kicking his ass. He made me a member of Team Genesis at Validation,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
you were
proved
impressive.
my
Yeah.
worth again.
You were impressive that
Yes,
night.
I
I'll
was.
have to hand that to you. Schmitty was really impressive too. Anyways, what
Getting
about
squashed
you,
in, like, a
Gary?
few minutes.
He did not get squashed. A few minutes. He had horns. And by the way, I can also announce, we haven't talked about it in a while, but Schmitty is still taking Bison to court, and it's going to be in the 15th of January. So about 15, 16 days.
Oh, I can't wait for
I
that.
can't wait for that. I wonder who's going to be on the jury. I heard there's actually a CMV superstar that's going to be on the jury. I don't know how that, played out, but I guess they need a witness from CMV. All right, moving on. Ryan Kent taking on Sam Valentine. Everybody wanted, I'm just going to be completely honest. Everybody wanted Sam Valentine to be the one to walk out victorious so they can finally see the self-proclaimed dream match. I say self-proclaimed because, no, I don't know why I said self-proclaimed, but the dream match. Everybody wants to see Sam Valentine versus Bob Luger. Whether it's for a title or not. Everybody wants to see that, and, they've been avoiding it for so long. Fate's just been, teasing us. And Sam Valentine thought he had the win, but Ryan Kent, caught that boot 2 times in a row, and finally, I think a third Kent clash, did the trick. So now it's going to be Ryan Kent taking on Bob Luger at Absolution. That's going to be a match.
Match of the night.
That was match of the night, indeed. That was a very good match. It could have gone either way. I always thought, Sam, the finish that Sam Valentine chooses, the signature that he has, he's very good at it, but it's also very difficult to hit, and that results in scenarios like this, clash, and that knee face buster he hits. It's a lot more spontaneous than diving across the ring with a drop kick into the corner. So if I was Sam Valentine, I would start training on a new finishing move. But nonetheless, Ryan Kent walked out victorious. I haven't actually gotten actual feedback and opinions from you, Dashing, which I know you've been sharing your opinion all night, but it'd be cool if you share it again on my show. And you, Garen, you need to start participating, or you can give up your seat. Actually, not really. I like you, but still try to participate, make this sort of a better podcast. So what did you guys think about that match? Sam Valentine taking on Ryan Kent. Who'd you want to win? How do you feel about Ryan Kent, taking home the victory?
Garen, would you like to go first?
No, you can go first.
I feel as though this is Ryan Kent's time. He's worked hard. He fought Bison. He lost at Point Break. He was in the Deadly Games tournament, but he lost out on that. But now he finally beat Sam Valentine. He finally has that one-on-one opportunity. And if you ask me, I'm a big Luger fan, but I think Ryan Kent is going to bring it home at Absolution.
I agree with Dashing. But,
I actually got a confession to make. I don't know who this
As
kid
soon as
is.
Garen's actually going to
here.
talk, you're going to cut him off.
Hold on. I have a confession to make. No, that's all he was. That's all he said. He said, I agree with you.
He was saying more.
What?
I was about to say something else.
Literally mid-sentence.
Fuck
All right,
you.
go ahead.
No. It's a pride thing.
All right, then I'm going to be honest. I don't know who this Garen Jones is, actually. He would not leave the studio. He was here when I got here. I've just been having to do a show around him. He's been very ignorant. He's over there playing on his Nintendo DS. He does not own the studio. His dad owns the studio, and he's just fucking chilling in here. I bought this time.
I thought you said you didn't know him.
What?
Yeah, how do you know his dad owns the studio if you don't even know who he is?
Why would I say
What, are
I
you
know
gay?
somebody I just met today?
What are you, fucking gay,
Why would I
kid?
say I know somebody? I can know of somebody, but not know somebody.
I mean, can we get past this?
Okay, we can get past it. We got a tweet, by the way, from Russian Pride,
Okay.
Gary Sukhanov. He says, I'm listening to the show now as I'm in the waiting room with Amanda, Betty, and Jay's parents. So Amanda is their parents? Okay. Nothing
No,
really
Amanda's Jay's
news.
sister.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Well, I have bad eyesight. Nothing really news-wise. Hashtag pray for Davis. And I will be praying for Jay Davis. I like Jay Davis. He's a young up-and-comer. And I kind of want to, forget about what John Reed said. But nonetheless, let's move on to the next match.
Oh, okay. Guess you didn't want my opinion.
You said you wasn't going to share it. Just share it, Garen.
Don't even ask me about mine, okay?
What?
Yeah, you didn't.
This is the first ever Ted Dickens show, and I literally had like half an hour to prepare because Xander Slate was in such a hurry.
Well, just get on to the next match then. Jesus.
Okay.
Wow.
Please don't tell me how to do my
Fine.
job. Garen, just speak.
I don't want to anymore.
Okay, LJ.
LJV.
El Jefe versus Bryce Hurt. A lot of people did not like
It's a
how
trash
the ending of
match.
this match went down, but Bryce Hurt, he was smart. He utilized the champion's advantage, and he got the count-out victory.
You know, as much as I hate to admit it, I gotta give him credit. He used that champion's advantage. He knew there was a 50% chance he'd lose because El Jefe's beaten him before. He didn't want to take that risk. But El Jefe, remember we got that tweet from him. He's demanding a rematch. So Bryce Hurt might have backed himself into a corner.
Oh, so you just demand something and you get it on Genesis? Is that how
That's
Genesis
what Bryce
works?
Hurt did.
Well,
That's
not
that's what
Hurt.
Bryce did.
Bryce
That's what
Hurt's
did.
career was on the line, so you're telling me that El Jefe's going to put his career on the line?
I've
No,
had no
fucking
word
no.
from Dave Turner yet. I'm just saying that tweet from El Jefe said he's demanding a rematch.
Well, I did not know that. I was not looking at Twitter at that time. I was actually celebrating backstage with Bryce Hurt. But what'd you think about that match, John Reed? You know, yeah.
A win's a
why-
win. It's a title
Awesome.
match. You extend your reign. Who gives a fuck about Bryce Hurt?
Okay.
It's a light heavyweight championship. No one gives a fuck about it.
What? I mean,
Oh,
what
damn.
if you get a shot? You're a light heavyweight. I know you are. You're not even that
I'm
fat.
not.
But you are so a light heavyweight.
I'm a heavyweight.
You're not a heavyweight.
Like
You're
Really?
a light heavyweight.
I feel like you're pretty thick.
John Reed's a heavyweight.
Ryan
Look,
Kent is a
you
light
look
heavyweight.
25.
And Ryan Kent looks thicker than you.
Ryan Kent's pretty
What?
thick. Ryan. Ah, never mind. There's no way to.
Ryan's all fat. I'm pure muscle.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean Ryan Kent is the number one contender to the Alpha
Worked
World
into a shoot.
Championship, so you see where that got him. But
Worked into a shoot, you Mark.
Sorry, the only pie I eat is food tank. Sorry.
all right,
Wait, what?
Garen, what did you feel? How'd you feel about Bryce Hurt's?
Oh, you want
the
to
way Bryce Hurt
know?
won?
You want to know what I fucking want to say now?
Yes, sir.
Darren, don't hold grudges.
You gonna talk?
I feel like there's not much to say about this match anyhow. Bryce Hurt won the
Fucking
count out.
sucked.
He
But,
retained.
Garen, okay. Thank you, Garen.
You know why it sucked?
You already said. Okay. Now, Afterlife versus
Oh,
Randy
okay.
Orton. You just said. I'm not messing with you no more, Garen. We're moving on. This is the Ted Dickens Show, not the Garen Jones Show. Afterlife versus Randy
I just
Orton.
want to state my
Afterlife is
opinions,
your-
okay?
Oh my God. What's your opinion about El Jefe versus Bryce Hurt, Darren?
Wrong match.
It was a bad match.
Okay, is that all?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Afterlife versus Randy Orton. Afterlife is your boy. You know, you told us how you got him. You got him in Hell's Kitchen. He was beating up people in Daredevil costumes. He is such an impressive being, but he did not get the
I thought
victory
Hell's
tonight.
Kitchen
It
was
a-
real.
It is. It's in New York.
Hell's Kitchen
in New
is
York.
real. Are you retarded?
Yeah, are you dumb?
Okay,
Anyways,
well,
it was a
I just said I didn't
double
know it was
countout.
real.
I did not
That,
see the match, so I'm gonna leave this match for you to recap, Dashing, because you commentated. I did not watch it.
Well, there's not much to recap. Double count out. Randy Orton was about to get back into the ring at the count of 9, but then he decided to take a little spin and walk back up the
Yeah.
ramp. So it got to a double count out. So neither man getting. What I'm interested to see what John Reed has to say about Afterlife performance, if he's disappointed or not.
I'm not disappointed in my boy. Orton was
But it was a
trying
double
to run
countout.
away. He was trying to run away. Afterlife was trying to get him, bring him back in the ring to continue the beating that he was delivering. So it's all on Orton that he ran away. And what else is there to say about that, though?
You
I
sound
mean,
a
I'd
little
say smart
delirious.
strategy. If I was Randy Orton, I probably would have done the same thing against the 7'2".
I mean, I would run from him too.
400-pounder.
I mean, I'm sure Schmitty would
Yeah,
do the
but
same. Bryce
this-
Hurt would do the same. You see, Randy Orton's a heavy thing. He's a good thing. He is a former world champion, one of the best international
This is-
champions.
I'd say he's
This is
washed up.
also the guy that ended the Witch Doctor's 8-month undefeated streak. The guy about the same size, the same build as Afterlife.
Same build. What?
It's not like weight wise. Who gives a? But
I mean, you said you're not a light heavyweight.
he was scared. He was scared of my beast, of my Hellfire Club. He ran. He ran like a little bitch.
Okay, so obviously
Talking a lot of
you're,
shit to Randy Orton.
Yeah,
man.
obviously this is not over between you, the Hellfire Club and Randy Orton. Interesting to see
Well, would
that.
it
You can tune in and follow that story on Friday Night Genesis. All right, moving on to Troy Myers versus Shanaz Andoni. Troy Myers was chosen by the CMV universe. He was actually going to face.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, I'm trying to recap this. He was actually going to take on Kuro, but Kuro lost his belt to Shanaz Andoni, thus making Troy Myers versus Shanaz Andoni for the Anarchy Championship. And I did not watch it, but I do got the results. Shanaz Andoni failed to put down Troy Myers, and Troy Myers, the self-proclaimed ultimate jobber, is now holding one of the most prestigious championships in CMV history.
This is
Quite the shocker.
Pure comedy.
I mean, the majority of the match
that's
they
what it
were
is.
fighting on the ramp behind a support beam, so we couldn't really see a whole lot of it. But shit, as they got a
Really?
kendo stick, got in the ring, dropped it, and Troy immediately hit him with the Troy Turner to get the 1-2-3.
Really?
Shanaz Andoni makes history as the shortest reigning Anarchy champion of all time.
I had one complaint about this match, that it was not Crow that got beat by Troy Myers. That would have been a whole lot funnier.
Well, we can see that happen at Absolution.
That is true.
And
That's gonna be great.
I'm going to stop you guys real quick. We got another tweet by Russian Pride. Gary Sakinov said, sorry to interrupt, but I thought I was the one that took out the real monster of CMV. Afterlife hasn't been doing anything but picking off easy prey. So a new year, a new kill. I challenge this so-called monster to a match. Afterlife versus Guri. That is interesting. I guess you speak for Afterlife.
I didn't say Afterlife was a monster. I said he's my beast. He is my dominating force. And
Nonetheless, he just got challenged by Guri Sakinov. And are you backing out of this challenge for Afterlife?
why would I back off? I have a full confidence that Afterlife can beat this Hellfire Club wannabe Gary Sakinov. So, you're on Absolution. Afterlife versus Gary bitch Sakinov.
Just had to add in that bitch there. Man, just had to add that in. Guri Sakinov versus Afterlife. That ought to be a match. I mean, we say Afterlife's, very impressive and stuff, but his record isn't as impressive as Guri Sakinov being not only undefeated, but beat Bison, the beast of CMV, the OG beast of CMV.
Not so easily, though.
Not so easily. That's another match I did not see. Like I said, I had to celebrate with Bryce Hurt a little bit for Schmitty's match, so I wasn't watching that match. So go ahead and recap that.
Nobody has been able to defeat Guri Sakinov at a one-on-one. Nobody's even been able to kick out of that power bomb of Guri Sakinov's. Bison didn't just kick out of one, though. He kicked out of two. It took three of them to keep down the Barbarian. Guri Sakinov obviously a bit confident after that win to challenge Afterlife. Might come back to bite him. We'll just have to wait and see. But you also have to point out, before John Reed goes, that Devlin O'Brien was ringside, and he interfered quite a few times on the part of Guri there, helping him out a couple of times during the match. So not exactly a clean win for Guri.
So, Guri just tweeted saying that Hellfire Club is banned from ringside if that match does happen. And I will agree to that if Guri agrees to a 3-on-1 handicap match against the entire Hellfire Club.
Why would he agree to that?
If he wants Afterlife,
I mean,
then he has to go through all of us.
You already accepted a match, for
But-
Afterlife taking on
Hey.
Gary Sokonoff. So why would you go ahead and add in something after
No.
you accepted the match? The match is accepted.
The match
it's
is-
recorded.
Oh well, to be
and-
fair, Gary
match is
tried adding in
happening.
something too.
Yeah, Gary
Adding in something.
just try to add in no Hellfire Club. I'm saying he can have that, but he has to go through all three of us in a 3-on-1.
Okay, you
Oh,
think
wait a
Dave
minute,
Turner is-
guys. Wait a minute, hang on. I just got a message here from General Manager of Genesis, Dave Turner,
Oh, cool. he
letting
watches
you
my
know
show.
that on the Fallout Genesis next week, it is going to be John Reed one-on-one with Gary Sokonoff. If John
Oh.
Reed wins, then it will be a handicap match at Absolution 3-on-1. But if Gary wins, then he'll get his wish of nobody being ringside and it just being one-on-one. How do you feel about that, John? Now you've backed yourself into a corner. Dave Turner
John
making you go
Reed.
one-on-one with the undefeated Russian ogre.
You've been kind of digging a hole since you got on my show. I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna lie. You've
Dig a
backing
pretty
yourself in
big
a
hole.
corner. Yeah, you dug a pretty big hole now in the form of Gary Sokonoff. He's dominant as it is. Now you gotta take him on. Like I will say, I was there when Bryce Hurt took him on at a live event some months ago, and Bryce Hurt actually had me hold an ice pack on the center of his back for like a good 2.5 hours. He couldn't even walk barely. He was walking with a limp. Man threw him around like a rag doll. So that's something to look forward to. For us, not you. Anyways, on to the next match.
Okay, don't even get my
Match-
thoughts on it, okay? Just go
I
on.
mean, you this is the Ted Dickens Show. If
No,
I
it is
want to
not.
move on to
This
another,
is-
this is the Ted Dickens Show. Say it's not again, and I will have you booted. Desolation's right outside the door. Do not tell me that this is not the Ted Dickens Show, because you're on the Ted Dickens Show. What does that shirt say? This is the Ted
is
Dickens Show.
a
You are wearing a Ted Dickens Show
takeover. This is
T-shirt.
now
You're saying
the
this is a
Hellfire-
Ted Dickens shirt.
This is not
Show-
the Hellfire podcast. Shut
This
up.
is not the Hellfire
Hellfire
podcast. This is not the
Get
Hellfire
through your
podcast.
fist, God.
This is
Whenever I'm
this
here,
is the
it's
John
the
Reed
Hellfire
has dug a
podcast.
hole
We
podcast.
only have
This is
two
the
more
John
matches
Reed
to get
admitted
to.
that he made
We can do
fucking
this.
Jay Davis crash podcast.
Ted.
I'm mad. I'm Ted
Chicken deep
Dickens.
breath.
On to the next match,
Chicken
Xander
deep breath.
Slade versus Smitty in a ladder match, TLC match. For the United States Championship. And Xander Slade was already talking a bunch of shit, saying that he was better than Smitty, and Smitty wasn't even a challenge. But I seen Xander Slade in that match. He was hurting. That match was very fast paced, and he got lucky and pushed Smitty off the ladder to become United States Champion. Big whoop. Smitty's on the bigger things. What do you guys feel about that match? I don't care what you feel about that match. Next match, final match
Hey,
of
so
the
Xander
evening.
Slade can go suck my dick for what he said earlier. And Skimmitty, I had
See,
a
you're
bunch
just-
of respect for him till I got into this bit.
You have much
Committee.
respect for him, but you can't even say his name right.
Let me finish what I was saying. Shit, Ted Dickens. I had a bunch of respect for him until I got in this room with you, and you pissed me off, and he is associated with you. So fuck him, fuck you. I'm out, bitch.
Goodbye.
Damn. Another
Bye.
person storming off your show. You're
I
not
don't
doing
care.
too
This
well,
is the Ted Dickens Show. It goes how I want it to go. Now, on to the final match of the evening, and after that, we're gonna discuss the very controversial Tim LaFave promo at the end of the night. But before that, Reese Matthews, Undisputed Championship, taking on Chris Andrews. That I gotta be completely honest. I was saying Reese Matthews impressed me and stuff, but the guy has had all this pressure. Before then he was just on live events. On little multi-man matches and tag team matches, and he was just running around with new gods and stuff. And then all of a sudden he just like randomly just got boosted up to the main card facing all these main stars. And I guess the pressure got to him because he was unable to successfully defend his Undisputed Championship against Chris Andrews, who finally won the big one. What do you guys think about that?
What a way to cap off an amazing year. Just earlier in the show, revealed that he won Superstar of the Year, and then he captures the Undisputed Championship. What a way to end the show. Well, end the matches, at least.
Yes, indeed. What do you think about that match, though, Garen?
It was a very good match, but even though Reese Matthews lost, he still showed that he could, hang with the big boys.
For sure. And I said the same thing about Sean Silva. Both those guys, they proved a lot tonight. Two rising stars in CMV proved a lot, in these title matches. What was you about to say, Dasher?
I kind of want to agree with what Xander Slater earlier, that Reese Matthews, he choked, plain and simple. His first main event match as world champion in front of the thousands upon thousands, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. Reese just couldn't cut it. And it really proves that maybe Paul Devine was right. It was just a fluke that he won the championship.
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree too, because I said that match was not a fluke. Paul Devine gave it his all that night, and so did Reese Matthews, and that was a great match. Back and forth. So many signatures and finishers that we usually see finish off matches were just tossed around like normal moves in that match. Those guys gave it all. Reese Matthews won with a face full of blood. What are you doing back, John Reed? Oh, he forgot his wallet. But, it was a great match. Nonetheless, to cap off the end of the year.
Congrats to the Bloody Brit.
Exactly. Congrats to the Bloody Brit. He's out celebrating tonight, getting a few laggers, getting drunk.
Who's out of the door?
Is that the what?
NGW superstar George King.
Yes, it's George King. All right.
These superstars just keep coming in.
I've got to admit, me and George King are actually good pals. But, I can't be...
brother.
What?
You...
Are you okay?
I ran into Chris Andrews backstage. He has a bunch of loggers. Yeah.
Okay, I mean...
Wait.
I guess he's drunk.
Where am I?
While you're here, George, I'm probably going to get a very drunk response. But, I just want to discuss, before we discuss this Tim LaFave promo. I mean, Nick Bunn, we'll get to that. Before we discuss that, I just want to say, how does it feel that you've been so impressive on NGW that you've been handpicked with two other guys out of a big roster to compete in a triple threat match for the first ever NGW championship? I know you've expressed your opinion. Yeah, I know you expressed your opinion, but go ahead and tell you walked out on a match.
I didn't walk out.
You walked out. I was commentating the match. It was
not.
You got upset because he kicked out of a second Royal Flush and you walked out.
Buddy, I didn't walk out. It was not a title match. It did not matter. Win or loss does not matter. That is...
I know we're friends and all, but why did you decide that once you already hit like two finishers and went what was it, about 15 minutes into the match, and then you decided to walk out?
Self-preservation.
Yeah, sure. But
okay. I can dig it.
Sorry, I'm a little drunk here. But the reason why I led Mr. Gerard Foster up to the stage.
Gerard Fisher. Gerard Fisher. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. It's Gerard Fisher.
Mr. Foster.
See, now you're saying that pissed me off. Like I said, we're friends, but we're the kind of friends where you're kind of a bully in the friendship, and I don't like that. Just because you're bigger than me, you can't just... It's Gerard Fisher. I'm telling you what it is. I'm the commentator of NGW. It's Gerard Fisher, not Gerard Foster. Now go on.
Remember what I did to the last person that tried to stop me from bullying? He ended up on the mat out cold. You want that to happen to you, buddy?
If you do that,
no. What I was saying.
Okay.
Let me just paint this visual for you. George King just got up, took his shirt off, and started poking Ted Dickens in the face, right in the face, with each word that he was saying after that. Things are getting pretty heated here.
They are, and only on the Ted Dickens Show, folks. Now let's get to the moment that everyone was waiting for the whole night. Dashing's been talking about, hyping it up. On Genesis, we seen a guy come out for Nick Bunn's match against who was it? John Reed?
Kaiba.
Kaiba of Hellfire Club. We seen that, and he prevented him from winning. You know, we seen that it visually affected Nick Bunn during the match, and everyone was, wondering what that was, what went on. Well, at the end of the night, the man came out and introduced himself as Pat LaFave. Tim LaFave, Nick Bunn, and Shiloh Gray's father. I don't know if he said Shiloh Gray's father. I can't remember. But, an ex-husband of Cassandra LaFave. You're drunk. Go home. Anyways.
I can't. I don't know where my keys are.
I'll drive you home after the show.
You don't drink and drive.
Just be quiet. I just said I'll drive him home after the show. And you drove in a you rode in a taxi anyways.
The fuck's a taxi?
You know what a taxi is. How do you not know what a taxi is?
I'm fucking drunk, and this is Hawaii. I have no idea where I'm at.
We're in Hawaii?
Yeah.
How the fucking hell did you get to...
Let's get back to it. Pat LaFave came out and he threw this truth on us. He basically said that Tim LaFave never died in surgery. He basically told us that Nick Bunn is actually Tim LaFave. And he believes that he's Nick Bunn, I'm guessing. It's a very confusing situation, but it left everybody confused. It left Nick Bunn practically, looked like he was broken. I don't know if I'm going to call him Nick Bunn or Tim LaFave. What do you think about that, Dash? We haven't really heard your thoughts on that.
Well, we've been seeing Nick Bunn kind of cracking these past couple of weeks. He started off so strong with that fatal 4-way win and then tapping out the champion Bob Luger, and then he lost to Ryan Kent, and he lost to John Reed, and then he lost to Kaiba. So he was just slipping, and then after this Pat LaFave guy came out and said what he said, Nick Bunn it looks like he was empty inside. Like I personally never thought Tim was really dead. I mean, the whole situation really threw me off. They looked so identical. I thought it impossible, and
exactly.
Pat LaFave talked about how he was bedside in the hospital and was just constantly saying in Tim's ear while he was in a coma how bad he was and how terrible he was. And I don't know, I guess that kind of trauma might have snapped Tim and made him think he was someone he's not.
Yeah, what I want to know is why Pat decided to come in now and tell us the truth. It's been a couple months.
I think Pat's pretty much told us how jealous he was of Tim LaFave. I feel like he thought, they're all saying that, Tim would retire, he wouldn't wrestle, but now here comes Nick Bunn, but he's still wrestling, he's still a big guy on Genesis and that.
Yeah, with that whole against all odds, better, yes. What the fuck is he doing? But, well, I don't want to ask you, George, because, you're drunk, but what'd you think about that, Garen? What'd you think about that shock? The LaFave family constantly shocking us. What'd you feel about that?
Yeah. Well, first, I thought it was just he looks rough, that Pat LaFave guy. I thought he was homeless, okay? I thought he was this homeless guy looking for shelter, looking for some warmth, maybe a couple of fucking crumbs off the floor. They dropped that bomb on us and just changed the whole landscape of CMB,
I gotta say, a comment from a member of the CMB universe, on CMB.com said that maybe the LaFave should change their last name to the Kardashians. That actually came from one MJS1216 left that comment.
MJS
I know that.
I gotta say, I
know that guy
agree.
too.
Doesn't talk much.
Yeah, he does not. But nonetheless, that was not the biggest happy ending that we hoped for at the end of this year. But the pay-per-view as a whole, wrestling-wise, was fantastic.
Tim's not dead, so...
Yeah,
that's
that
kind
is
of good, I guess. He's kind of brainwashed, so that's bad.
Thing, George.
Yeah.
No, he's
George,
saying that's the good thing.
George, you're not even drinking anything now. That glass has been empty for the past 5 minutes. You're still pretending
But
to
you
drink
keep
it.
picking it up, yeah.
Okay.
Cheers, bitches.
But I just want to thank all of you guys, first off, I want to thank Xander Slate for showing up. Even though we got into it, apparently it was entertaining to the internet folks. They liked it. We got a lot of views tonight. Got a lot of feedback, and I appreciate you, Garrett. I appreciate you, George. I appreciate John Reed, and I appreciate you, Dashing. All of you guys making the Ted Dickens Show, Episode 1, a show to watch. And I hope we can do this again come Absolution. Recap. I will, work on how I can get this show to be top notch, make it better. If you guys want to go to that thread, Breaking Kayfabe, you guys want to go to that thread on cmv.com and give me suggestions and stuff on how I can do the show better, and like segments and stuff I can do, or people I can interview and stuff. Just go ahead and do that. That'd be great. Now, thanks, and
I have one
goodbye.
thing to say.
You're drunk. All right, the show's